much like the first film, you know, we hold off on seeing dinosaurs for a while, and we focus on these characters and setting up the story we're telling, but once it goes, it really goes.
You got 20,000 people.
What made you decide to Chris Pratt to be the little man in this
you know,
story?
With Chris Pratt, I was looking for somebody who I felt was a believable communicator with vicious predators. And there are animals in the world that, you know, lions and tigers, and there's men and women who can go and up to these animals and treat them like cats and put their head inside their mouth and not get killed, but some other guy comes along and they're dead in 5 seconds. And so I found that Pratt had, not only as a performer, he has an affability and a likability to him, and he's a great actor, and he can be still, and he has a gravitas that is really hard to find in actors of our generation, but he also has a calm to him that I buy that if I were a vicious raptor, that I might finally, you know, not necessarily be tamed, but I could have a relationship. I could have a relationship based on respect with this guy.
We got eyes on target.
Light it up!
This story opened the door for a new trilogy. It's going to happen? Or it
I would
depends?
hope so. I feel like that's part of my job, was to create a world that had enough possibility that if there was an intention to make more of these movies, that they could get made. But I don't want to create a scenario where there's just more movies being made because, you know, much like the theme park, they want to make more money. You know, I wanted to set up a world with enough interesting themes and avenues that we can go down, and you know, I think that, you know, films like Planet of the Apes did an incredible job at that. And there's a lot of movies recently where people have taken the time and been thoughtful enough to build something that can be handed off to somebody else and can be run with in really new, exciting directions. And I think that, you know, Jurassic Park is such a special movie, and people love it so much that, you know, if it works, I know people will want to see more, and if it doesn't, it's my fault.